me about the history of the band.
The history of the band. It's gonna take some time.
Well, To All Masak started really because I had known Jeff for probably nearly 40 years now, and I played in a band with him when we lived in Nova Scotia together, and you know, he moved away for work and school and all that kind of stuff, so we stopped playing. And the way I guess I always understood it is he wanted to get together again and, you know, keep doing the music thing, because, you know, we've done it since the first day I started playing drums, pretty much. He finally got together and moved to Ottawa, eventually from Toronto, but anyway, came to Ottawa, and you know, him and I looked to basically start doing a music project together. I had really missed doing the faster, more aggressive stuff. I was playing another band at the time, but it wasn't anything like what we currently do. So, you know, anyway, he yeah, eventually got together and we started writing music again, and when it was just him and I, then we wanted to expand it into a full-time band, or full band anyway, so he placed an ad up online, and ultimately Charlie ended up responding to that ad. And
the band was already kind of formed. There was Jeff, Daryl, and Neil in the band at that time, and they were looking for another guitar player. And so I think the ad was posted somewhere online, and I saw the ad and decided to just give it a shot. So all I did was I just sent a reply to the message saying, yeah, I'm interested, here's a video of me playing some deicide, what do you think? And then yeah, we, after that, the previous guitar player in the band sent me some guitar tabs for a track called, what was it? Of Divine Truths. Of Divine And I learned that track pretty much in a week, give or take, and then we set up an audition. So the audition happened on a Sunday or something like that in the afternoon. It was in the basement of Neil's old house. And that was pretty much it. Yeah. So back then it was pretty new. Everyone. I mean, Jeff had some ideas of making. Jeff is our previous guitar player. He had some like ideas about making a really extreme metal band, but that had like a lot of different mixes and influences. He was really into Cynic and like, you know, shit like that. So there was going to be some clean singing mixed in, and our previous vocalist Daryl, he was like really eclectic too. He was like into like new metal and like a lot of weird stuff like that. So,
but really wanted to have somebody who could more focus on actually doing vocals, especially if it was like a live setting or something like that. And it just seemed to make more sense. So again, you know, looking around the Ottawa scene and everything, eventually I identified Daryl in order to do vocal.
Basically everyone in the band was into death metal. I think Neil and myself in particular really kind of shared more of appreciation for the brutal death metal scene more than the other members, but everyone together created what was initially Deformatory. So, but we started off under different band names. So the band's been around for almost 10 years. You know, that's something that I don't think a lot of people know. We started off in 2008 under a different band name called To All Masak. Exactly. Like when I first joined the band, that's what it was called. Daryl had found in some novel a description of a sword called the Blood Drinker, and anyways, in that language or in the novel, it translated to All Masak, which meant blood drinker type of sword. Anyways, that was the fucking band name at the time.
I still don't even know what I was thinking with respect to that band name, because I really couldn't even pronounce it, to tell you the truth. And
I thought it was lame as shit when I first joined, and the logo was really weird and wispy. It was just very eclectic, but the music itself, like, I mean, the core of the music, it was pretty solid, so I was able to look past the lame-ass name. And
the first show was interesting. Again, I mean, it was an experience. I mean, I hadn't played a show in quite a while, at least a death metal show. I mean, I played some other shows and the other thing I had going on, but not really a death metal show. And, you know, and you always get really nervous or worked up with respect to that, because you want to, you know, you want it to come across really well to people. But yeah, I mean, we were fast, you know, and despite the usual talk before the show, which was, you know, we need to make sure we play the songs nice and slow, and you know, okay, I'll play them nice and comfortable and relaxed. Well, all that's out the window as soon as you count 3, 4.
Our first show was, yeah, I think in 2009, it was summer, and we played at this tiny place on the Quebec side called the Uqua Lounge. Played with a local band called Fumigation. Been good friends ever since for the last decade. And yeah, man, we completely butchered that show. Like, I mean, we butchered it because like, we were playing at 1,000,000 miles an hour. We were jacked. Like, adrenaline was running. I think Jeff and I rented heads. We didn't even have proper like equipment. We had like Marshall heads with metal zones. Like, it was like the worst combination in the world. Our singer Daryl at that time was like wearing flip-flops or sandals. Anyways, like, we were just like, pretty much what you saw on stage for that first show was exactly what the beginning of Deformatory was like. It was fucking all over the place, but we all had a pretty unilateral vision of making something extreme and unique. But anyways, that's how we started off back in 2008, 2009, was under that moniker. And we learned after maybe a few shows, when people asked us, like, so, like, what are you guys called? Like, what's the name of the band? And we would say Tual Masak. And they would be like, what the fuck is that? And like,
I don't know, it had like a, like, I want to punch you because of the band name. You know, it is really what it felt like. You know, whenever you would hear it, it'd be like, what is that? That's terrible. Anyways.
And like, we couldn't even answer, like, only Daryl, we had to go ask Daryl. I mean, we don't know what the fuck it means. It means a blood drinker, who fucking knows? It was a lame-ass name, so basically it didn't take very long for us to realize that if we were going to continue and try to be like relatively serious or at least be taken relatively seriously, we'd have to change our fucking name.